IRIX guy here, and I've got the new DJI Phantom 4. Now this is my first flight test video, so you know, whatever happens happens. I mean, it's obviously I've got a lot of experience with these, but what's interesting about this, and check the link within this video's description, check out my my unboxing video. What's interesting about it, when you look at this, when you pull it out of the box, it looks like something that they may, if you've ever mail ordered steak and they come in that styrofoam cooler, kind of looks like that. One thing I do apologize about is that I have a short cable that I use for this for my iPhone 6 Plus, but unfortunately I lost that, so I'm using an extended length cable today, which will look kind of silly, but I mean, I don't care. We're here for the flight test, right? So without further ado, we're going to get into the box, or I should say carrying case. Now I'm going to get a waterproof and ruggedized case, so stay tuned for that. I'll be sure to feature it on 400orbelow.com. But this right here is nice to get me by in the interim. So let's go ahead and pop the prop zone. Haven't even taken the plastic off of the prop nipples. So, I mean, this is, I mean, all I've done, I've installed the DJI Go app on my iPhone 6 Plus. But again, silver, you want 2 silvers, and then you want 2 black ones, because that ring around the nipple, that signifies where it will attach to the Phantom 4. What I like to do is keep my extra 4 as spares. I don't intend to use them unless I break or lose some of my primary props. Just a smart move in my opinion. One thing that's interesting about the Phantom 4 is that unlike the Phantom 3 Professional and the Phantom 2 Vision Plus and the Phantom 2, where I had prop guards, my quick disconnect prop guards, since the motors are different on this, or I guess I should say engines, not motors, I'm gonna have to see what's going to be available on the market. So with that being the case, right now I'll be flying without my prop guards. So when I'm landing, I'll have to be extra careful so that I don't break or damage these props. And I'm sure right now with the Phantom 4 just coming out, at the time of posting this, it's probably these are probably in high demand. So if I broke all my props, I would be grounded for a while, and I don't want to have that happen. So I'm getting the plastic wrap off. This is, if you get one of these when it's new, it's got plastic wrap on all of the prop centers here, and that's nice too, because like I said, I won't use the second set unless I damage this set. So it's a visual way for me to reach into my prop sack and know what has been used and what has not been used. So good stuff here. Now as you know, if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I love the Phantom, and that I feel that the Phantom is the best aerial platform on the market today. But with that said, I'm completely prepared for issues, because if these things worked 100%, they wouldn't be fun, because you wouldn't have the troubleshooting challenges. These props, so this is black, there's little black circles there, and this has a black nipple ring. So I'm going to put it on, and again, read your owner's manual, know what you're doing here. But okay, it kind of pushes down, you can feel it click. If you've done it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Again, black nipple ring, black engine center. You don't want to mix these up. You mix these up, you're gonna set yourself up for potential problems. Well, it could be catastrophic. So keep that in mind. These motors really do stick up. There were several viewers of mine that, when I did the unboxing video, if you haven't checked that out, check it out by the way, but they were commenting about how nice this looked with the motor sticking up high, and they really do. They've got a lot more elevation to them than the previous. Well, and keep in mind, I started with Phantom 1, so these are completely different from Phantom 1, Phantom 2, and Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So I've got them all on now. What I'm going to do next is take my controller out If you've used the Phantom 3 Professional like I have, this controller will feel very familiar. Very good build quality, and it's got the holder for the for your iPhone or Android, whatever you're using. Check the link within this video's description. I often use that the iPod Touch, so it worked really well with my Phantom 3 Pro. Now keep in mind, with this Phantom 4, again, this is my first flight, so I haven't I just had my phone with me today, so I brought my phone, which is iPhone 6 Plus, so I'll be flying with that today. Haven't done anything, haven't powered it on. All that I've done is, obviously I already had the DJI Go app on my phone, and I charged the batteries in the controller and the flight battery completely. So we are going at this. You're experiencing this just as I am. I do have a somewhat high degree of confidence because I've historically DJI has been a very reliable aerial platform, so I do feel good from that perspective. But I always expect things to fail. Let's see. I'm just checking my camera alignment. I am paired with this, using this as a viewfinder. What I'm going to do is position this so that we can see it take off here. And something you were probably wondering about, now there is there's a camera guard on it, so I need to take that off. But we're going to go ahead and get airborne here. I'll put this on into this. Again, check the link within this video's description. I've got a short iOS cable. This is ridiculously long, and I apologize. It makes me look like an idiot, but I don't care because it works. But I need to find my short one. Take off my my little camera guard here. Now this is greatly improved. You can see it covers the camera lens, but it also protects it when it's in transport. Love the way the landing gear on this looks. Greatly superior from a cosmetics perspective and a build quality perspective. This feels really heavy compared to the Phantom 1, Phantom 2, Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So let's see what this puppy can do. Get some pictures here. Have not calibrated yet. Turn on my controller. It's got a slightly different sound when it powers on. And something worth mentioning is that it is using the same DJI Go app that you're probably accustomed to, previously known as the DJI Pilot app. Now it's DJI Go. It says firmware of some modules does not match aircraft firmware. This may cause compatibility issues. Refresh firmware to resolve issue. Now, since I'm in the field, and this is not advised, obviously make sure you're updated before you fly. But since I'm already in the field, I'm going to fly with this firmware. So it's making me set up. I'm choosing default control mode, just so you know. Customizable buttons. I'm I'm just going to leave that as default. Okay. So these are settings. Be prepared when you're in the field and you turn this on the first time. There's probably going to be some settings. It defaults to beginner mode. I'm not going to use beginner mode. So obviously I know what I'm doing here. And now I've got to enter I got to activate this. So these are some things, again, I just took it straight to the field. These are some things you may want to do before you head to the field, because this is slowing me down here. Let's see. Now I got to step back through this because I closed. I'm going to go back through my settings, choosing defaults, but not selecting beginner mode. And now I'm going to enter my account for the activation step. And again, this is a first time in the field video, so all of these delays that you're seeing here, it's just part of it. I'm not doctoring any of this up. So hopefully it'll let me log in here so I can get this thing airborne. It's taking a while to connect here. Let's hope that it works. Just got to reiterate, first field test, nothing staged here. It is what it is. Your experience may be different than mine. May be exactly the same. Oh, my sign-in failed because I'm paired wirelessly with this camera to when I was acting as a viewfinder earlier. Okay, so now I think I'm in. Now I'm having to go through these settings again because I aborted it. And I'm not going to do beginner mode. Okay, that let me in. Boom. Now I'm activating my Phantom. Hopefully this will get me to where I can activation successful. There we go. But I'm not going to update the firmware yet. Again, always make sure your firmware is current, but in this scenario I am ready to fly. So we're in camera mode. First thing I'm going to do is, actually everything shows good to go. I don't even know if I need to calibrate, which seems kind of weird. I'm going to calibrate. I'm doing compass calibration. Rotate aircraft 360 degrees horizontally. And again, a lot of people say not to have your controller in your hand when you're doing that. Stay away from metallic objects, etc. So I just failed at several levels just then. What I do want to do is format my micro SD card to make sure that I have enough recording space. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and hit record because we're going long on this video here. Assume that it's already formatted. Let's see what we got. A lot quieter than the previous Phantom. Trying to get the props in the frame, that's something I'm curious about. Let's see if we can do the object tracking. That's one of the features that has really sparked my interest. And that may be something I have to research, figure out how to turn that on. Look at how good this video quality looks. So at least I don't think I've gotten the landing gear in the frame yet. I'm going to put it to a hover there, and I'm going to see if I can get this. I really want to track myself. Active track. I'm about to enable active track. Turn the camera to face yourself and make sure you are around 5 meters away from it. And now I'm going to select myself in the camera here. Got to get it a little bit closer. This is the active track. It's going to track me because it recognizes me. Okay, now it says it's tracking me. There's a little green thing that came up. It's tracking me. Move around to see if the aircraft follows you. Should be tracking. See, it's tracking me. Tracking now, it says go. Okay, I must confess, the active track, I think it's got a learning curve because, again, that was my first test. It did recognize me, but I don't think I achieved the expected results with the active track. Bring this over here to a hover. What I want to do now is see if I can get the landing gear in the frame. It doesn't have retractable landing gear, but it has landing gear that is more widely spaced. It's got a new gimbal, so I'm curious to see if I can do that. Let's do a little bit of fast acceleration and deacceleration. I'm going crazy with it just to see if I can get anything. So far I haven't seen it in the FPV. Obviously I'm maintaining line of sight to be safe, but it'll be interesting when I edit this video when I get home to see if I picked up the landing gear. A lot faster than the Phantom 2 or the Phantom 3. Definitely a lot faster. Watch this, I'm gonna race it out there. I'm gonna bring it right in front of the camera and accelerate. Just watch how fast this thing is. Now this is just regular mode. One of the modes they have is called sport mode, which obviously I have no desire to do that because I'm in this for the fun videos. So, but I think if you put it into that, and that's something I've got to investigate, I think if you put it into sport mode, it may fly even faster. I'm going to stop and start this camera because I'm approaching my hard stop on the video of 29 minutes, so there may be a brief second lost here. Okay, that was just a second while I restarted the video. Again, this is the first field test. Stay tuned for a ton more videos coming soon. This is just my first time in the field. Initial impressions. Let's see how smoothly it can land. I'm going to land on the little case it came in. This is always fun because if you're like me and you take these things out on a boat, when you're anchored up, you really got to be good pilots so you don't topple over. Now I always use quick disconnect prop guards, but I'm in a unique situation today because this is a different form factor, therefore I do not yet have quick disconnect prop guards on this Phantom 4. So if I topple over, I'm probably going to damage and/or break a prop. Let's zoom in here. See, I landed it, and my battery life remaining right now is 43%. So you're talking about good battery life, really good battery life. Stop the engines there. So that concludes the first flight in the field. Again, this is just, I'm going to stop recording on the camera. I mean, tell me what you think. I mean, the flight dynamics, as you can tell, were great. I mean, I landed it perfectly on that tiny little case. And the active track, I've got to research it. Again, first field test, one battery. Don't be too hard on me. The other features I've got to explore. And that video, let me see if I hope I had that in 4K. I bet I failed to set the video settings. I bet I did. But I had that in, I bet I did not have it in 4K mode. So that video, for my purposes, may be garbage. As you know, I film everything on our Skies Adventure channel now in 4K Ultra HD. And I think I may have just failed to change the setting because I was so excited to get out here in the field and test this thing. I bet I didn't get it in 4K. Let's see. No, actually it was defaulted. It had defaulted to 4K 30, so I'm good. So the video, when you see this and I cut into the flight video, it'll be in 4K. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/iRixGuy. And again, this is just my first field test. So I've got thousands more videos coming soon. So subscribe and share with others, youtube.com/iRixGuy. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRixGuy here. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm an independent channel, and it's viewers like you that help me to continue to grow. I appreciate your viewership, and y'all have a good day.